I'm Duff, and today, well, the engine, okay? I put the distributor on, like it's just the old thing. This came with the old engine. I'm not entirely sure that this is the right size, or sorry, the timing, because I'm pretty sure I was just told that it was supposed to go that angle. Let's take a look. Okay, so see, it's telling me that it's here, rotates cap there, but it doesn't tell me where. So somebody told me that it's up there, so that's the angle it's supposed to be. So I have to change my timing for that to be to the right one, because it's wrong. I don't know. Huh. And as you can see, I have spark plugs because I got to fill these holes. I can't let any air or dirt, nothing get in there because, yeah, you can see there's already dirt getting in there. And this is the new coil. So I started thinking, okay, well, I wanted to install this coil. Come on, out. Okay, oh my God, get out. There we go. So, coil, I want to install it here. I was thinking I'm going to bolt it to this bolt here, but then I realized this is hot. I don't want this getting hot. So I'm going to bolt this, that. Yeah, all the enders there. And I'm going to bolt it to the back side of this part of the water pump, so it'll be right here. That way it's quick to get to the coil, all the wires and that stuff. That's what we're going to try doing today. And so there's that oil pump. I need to get that on. So this engine has to be completely finished today. That is today's objective. Now here's a question for anybody and everybody that knows these things. Is that how it's supposed to go? And I'm stuck using one of my GoPro cameras, and I realized that the mount actually goes onto the one that I use for my camera, to the stand, a little tripod, goes on the bottom of this bracket. Okay, so does this go on here? Because I don't know where the bypass valve goes on these engines. I've seen them, like, I've owned many 302s, but if you look at the size, okay, this goes here, and like that's got to be wrong. This is not needed, like at all. So this will go down all the way to there and then be up on there. But this here is stopping it from bending up to be in the right position. So that's going to be like vacuum it out and stuff like that. Just get it to working. I don't know if this distributor works. If it does work, it works. If not, like it's the old point system shit. It's just I'm not an electrician, I'm an engineer. So I don't know much about the electrical side of this. Except the basics of like this, where this goes. This carburetor just up there for shits and giggles. Like, I'm trying to get it set that I want it to have a fast idle going on. But obviously transmission, the knockdown. I have it on that, but I don't think I'll be using that transmission. I don't know. I wasn't told that there's anything bad with that, but the pipes are all messed up. I'll have to do that. It's dirty as ever. That'll be like another day. I won't even, you know. I could just do a whole video on this transmission, but that'll be left for another day. I don't really know. So, one thing I do start out with, okay, so there's the bolt that I did get. So, 5/16 by 18 pitch thread, so national coarse thread is technically what it is. And that's a 3-inch bolt, and that's a 2-inch bolt. Flat washer on the front and lock washer on the back, and with the nut. So that there will hold it in properly. And the other thing I did, I got rid of, where is it? This. I don't need that on there anymore, and I got it really nice and flush because now that cuts off that much space and that much of actually rotating mass that I don't need on it. And these are 24 pitch thread, and they're only 3/4 inch bolts, and I just use the lock washers off of that to put it on. So now it looks a lot cleaner, and it should be a little bit better. I have to keep this off until it's fully up there, and that way it doesn't rip holes into my pants anymore. So the distributor. So all I did, okay, because you have this little bolt nut piece there that locks in, and that's what holds it down, stops it from coming right out. Okay, so when you pull, so doing your timing, I'm not a timing expert. It's just you have it set to a certain area. So when I set it, my timing is set because the engine's already at top dead center on the first gear. I already know that. Yeah, top dead center is right there. I don't even think you can see that, but that's the lines on right there. So it says 4 degrees, right? That's my timing. So this is 10. 1, 2, 2, 4. So I need to get to there. So what I need to do, take a big torque wrench, and wait, advance or advancing? I think it's advancing, yeah. Wait a minute, what the hell? I think I gotta go advanced. So, rotates inwards. Don't give me the up. No, come on, you stupid thing. My ratchet thing keeps hitting. Alright, so. I need to bring it over a little bit. I am trying to see. Man, it is so hard to see that. I do know one hand is really hard, so I'm going to put this down for 2 seconds, and then we're going to get back to it. I'm now at 4 degrees advanced top dead center. So, because you rotate with it. So, being going around that way, not this way. So now, see my timing is here. It's supposed to be over now. So all I got to do, I'm going to take my phone, turn that off, and pull this up. I'm going to rotate it a little bit this way. That's too much. If you really look at where this has got to go, okay, this line's up here. This is supposed to end up being here, okay? Right now, it's pointing at this one, not that one. So it's just lift it back up. Do a little more, one more gear. Nope, wasn't enough. You got to get it in there just enough. Same thing? Yeah, same thing. Damn. There. Whoa. That's got to be wrong as well. Shits and giggles. Because I know it's supposed to be right here. That's perfect. So, now that that's in, I take the locking bolt and the little mount piece. I lock the distributor in. I might have to advance a little more like that, but this is what's locked in. So now, even it doesn't matter even if I can move this around, okay? So, just on there, because this cannot come out. That's what matters to me. The timing is set with the gearing that it should work, if I'm right. I really, really, really hope I am right. Yeah. Okay. That's done. That's what matters to me, on the most part. But I will tighten it down enough, because I have to flip this engine. And I don't want anything underneath. So, this here is broken. I don't know if that's supposed to be, but Because if you really look here, like, how is it not supposed to work with, you know, I don't get it. Why is that broken? Why is this bolt here? Some stupid questions. I don't get it. I just, you know what? That's how it is. I'll see. But I'm pretty sure broken is not normal, unless that's how it comes factory. Factory broken. Now, I thought this was supposed to go to the there, but that's actually the water temperature sensor. So this is for your distributor, or sorry, coil. So the coil goes right on here. The coil's not going to go in right yet. Now, next job is, I'm just going to put this on here just because I can, just to stop it from flopping around. Oil pump, I got to flip this upside down. Now, remember, that's top heavy. Very fucking dangerous. These spark plugs here, I'll even give you something on that, because I already put those in. There we go. Okay, you don't need to torque these in. I'm literally one-handed. There we go. Once it touches its final thread, just give it a little bit. You're not trying to put like 100 foot-pounds pressure. You kiss your head goodbye and kiss your spark plug goodbye. You just screwed up things, and whatever shavings you got inside there are now, well, inside there. Which, this probably has a lot of valves. So now, the thing is also, if this rolls this way, it's going to smash the engine, smash the car. I have that big long pipe there, this thing. But normally, how I put it in, get this in, I have my breaker bar right here. This is what I use to change the length or change the piece. But that's going to be really, really hard. So I don't think I got room for that pipe. So I'm going to go inside and I'm going to go grab my smaller pipe. I flipped it over. Hi, calf. Yes, big, crazy, big stretches. Yes. We have a little name for things like that. Okay, so this oil pump I've already mounted on. Okay. Sure, I could get my torque wrench on there, but on there it's going to be a little pain in the ass. I just used, yes, it's a 14 mil, which is technically a 9/16, and these are ½ inch. Okay, I torqued it down. I know how much to use. It says 25 pounds of torque. Okay, that's what the foot-pounds are. Now when I did this, see, this is my shorter bar. It's just shorter length. I have like 21 feet of that stuff. Okay, it was actually pretty simple to flip it over. It's just one of those, if you did it suddenly and let it, and then push it over, it would flip over and it could possibly break the stand. You never know. It's not worth taking the chance, and it's also, say it does let go, as these bolts are the weakest points or whatever. Say that lets go. Well, there goes your engine into the ground, and, well, just might as well kiss it goodbye because you just fucked it up. Okay? So, that's done. Oil pan's next. Because I want this engine complete. That's right, eh? So, let's go get the gasket. Where did I put the gasket? Right there. Alright, so old school gasket, cork. Got a front and a rear main seal. Now, you gotta remember, I still have this issue with this bolt. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna stop it from leaking or this is gonna keep it leaking. I'm only gonna know if I test. Well, I want to weld something in here. Like, take one of these 3 bolts, because you see these 3 are the bolts, and these are for here. These are the 13 mils. These are grungy. Those, wait, I have the oil can up here. Oh. I have a little bit of that black tin there. That's parts cleaner. Put that in there. These are all for the oil pan. Okay, just let those soak for a bit. Keep it on an angle. Okay. And I'm going to pull this out and do what I got to do. So, you're going to sit on the oil pan. Right there. Note, these are all torqued down to 15 foot-pounds. I have my wrench only goes to 25 or 20 foot-pounds, but you just bring it down a little bit to like the 5 mark. Like I've even done 10 foot-pounds on that. You don't need the small ones. You can do it, but if you want to be 100% full accurate, give her shit. For me, I just don't care. It's upright. I've plugged this in. That is the post there. This doesn't fit. Okay, so I did a video, like completely did all this stuff. We'll probably talk about it right now. Okay, so yeah, time is not done. This is set up here. Okay, so I went to Princess Auto, got that, and that there is, you see how there's a line? That is the distance that it needs to be away. So I'm going to be adding that bushing to the back of it. Because right there you can see how the negative is almost touching the block. That's bad. It's not tightened down, like you can see how it's not full tight. But I put this on here, and I need this to be a 2 1/4 inch bolt now. So from there to there, instead of 2 1/2, or instead of 2, so that way I have more threads that are holding the back on, that nut on. Anything back here did I do? No, but I used tools here. Oh, this was actually what I was doing. Yeah, so the camera shut off. So I have this. Okay, this is the oil cap, which goes on this side. I don't want to take that tape off because I didn't make a gasket for this yet. So I need to make a gasket for it, but that's another day. Okay, I can also use this thing here. This is a air filter for an air compressor. Okay, so let's see, can I? Okay, it unthreads. So that is threaded in, and that there is the same size as this. So I'll be putting a second one in here because I'm not using this as an oil injection disc to there. No fucking way. I'll leave that like that just so nothing gets in it. Okay, you know, this was the original. This is how it was, or not that way. The pipe is reversed, sorry. That goes in like this, and that goes up on top and down in there. This is so we can put the remaining pressure, but also the problem is the oil into it. So like, that's bad. You don't want this to be sucking up oil into there. Oil into your intake is horribly wrong. What is it supposed to be in a combustion chamber? Fuel, air, and spark. Okay? Or compression also. But yeah, the elements are, you need an electrical spark to spark the fuel, and you need it to be properly mixed with air, not with oil. So this here, I have that on because I'll be sucking in something different. This will be used for a different setup, a fuel vapor. Like this carburetor won't even be on here or on after. So I'm not going to be sucking in. I'm just going to put that in there just to keep it from getting dirty and shit. Oh my god. I did get a bolt in here. So you see that's a 5/16 head. So it's literally, oh, there we go. A really small bolt, if this thing ever focuses. There we go. And it's on an angle. Yes, I know, it's on an angle. But it is torquing down enough in there that it's keeping the gaskets tight. I could put a steel plate all the way across from here to there, and up in a rover, and over to the other side of the front. Oh, I took my bolt out for that. That is so I can put the main bolt in. That's easy. Just timing bolt. Or, well, yeah. There we go, something simple. I know I gotta torque it down afterwards. It's late at night. I'm not torquing anything down at night. Like I can. It's not like, oh, it's late, but you're not gonna work on it. Yeah, because I want to go to bed. I got other things to do. I gotta get this video edited. Okay, but I'm Duff. that's my Mustang for now. That's where I'm going to sit for a bit with the engine, okay? So I got to start working on this body. All this has got to get off my hood because I got to get in there. I got to start working on that engine bay. That'll probably be the next one, but most likely it's not going to be, because the most important is inside there. That hole is got to get redone. I've got some sheet metal. I'm going to patch it and cut it out and put new sheet metal in. And because without that, this car doesn't go on the road regardless. So, like, I shouldn't even be working on the engine until I figure out that part. Okay, so like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. Anything, man. I don't mind. Don't be a douche. Be happy. Be cool. Well, I would say drive fast, but keep it on the track. Don't be stupid. Don't risk lives. I don't drive fast with people. I drive fast alone. And I don't tell people how fast to drive because it's not legal. Okay? Like always, have a good one.